R.E.M. is a band that I love to death, but over the course of the 80s, they were kind of like, and I'll get to U2 in a minute too, regardless of how you feel about them as a band. R.E.M. and I'm not going to brush through the stupid because we do have time, which is good. But R.E.M. I mean, they were activists. Michael Stipe, whatever you think about him now, I think he's a genius. Bill Berry, Mike Mills, and Peter Buckner. Peter Buck, not Buckner, sorry. Peter Buck. I'm thinking baseball. For those of you that don't like reference, good for you. They were outspoken critics of, and again, we're not getting political. We're just stating what happened. R.E.M. was very, very anti Ronald Reagan and his conservative policies. Again, I'm not getting political. I'm just stating how they felt at the time in the mid 80s. A lot of people felt that way, but they especially were like, yeah, this is just not for us. So they said, don't stop the gun violence. Go to your local congresswoman or a congressman and say, hey, this is what I feel about this, blah, 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 blah. And eventually time progressed on and whatnot too. But R.E.M., their music is not political necessarily. There is some of their song titles allude to that a little bit, like in World Leader Pretend, or it's the end of the world as we know, and I feel fine. Or what's the one I got? Not Finest Work song. This one, there's a specific Half a World Away. Some of the stuff in their 90s catalog was like Ignoreland. If you ever heard that song, actually, it's a really powerful song. Or Everybody Hurts. These are songs that actually are not necessarily not necessarily protest songs, but they were a band that stood up to the powers that be peacefully. They peacefully said, we don't like what you're doing, and we're going to do it against you. And I was like, they'll never change. And time showed, hey, maybe they are right. Maybe things evolve over time. Evolution happens in American and a worldwide society. But R.E.M., they wrote a couple of songs, not many, but they were a band that stood up to the powers that be and said, we have something to say. We're not happy with it, and we want to hopefully change it. That's what their mission was. I don't know if you knew any of that, Bill, but that's just Michael Stipe. I've done my research, and they are something really special. They're no longer a band. They no longer tour. If they ever came back, that'd be great. But yeah,